As we are back in Pattonsburg for the second half kickoff between King City and Pattonsburg. Pattonsburg up by 2 here at the break. We still got about 6 minutes left until second half football. Want to go through some score updates here in the second half. What we have everybody on here at halftime. Worth County over St. Joe Christian, 44-20. North Andrew trailing Albany 27-6 at halftime. Halftime Princeton 48, Stanbury 25. In the 275, late second quarter, Rockport all over DeKalb, 70-6 is the score there. Fourth quarter action now already in Graham, Nottoway Valley 46, Platte Valley 0. At halftime, East Ashton at home, homecoming trailing Mound City, 36-14. South Holt, last update we had there was up 14-0 on Stewartsville Osborne. Haven't seen an update from South Holt since. In the I-72 updates at halftime, Wellington leading Orick 44-12, and Sweet Springs trailing at home to St. Paul Lutheran 28-22 at the halftime break. Let me see if I have a South Holt update here. Nope, no update from South Holt, Stewartsville Osborne since the first quarter. In the Central River South, Norbert Harton Central 61, Slater 6, the halftime score. No update from Keatsville Bramer or Santa Fe Concordia. Actually, I thought I got an update on here. Thought I saw one there for Santa Fe. There's it. Thank you to Ms. Haas. There is halftime. Concordia all over Santa Fe, 68-0 in that one. Halftime updates. All Concordia in that one. Halftime as well, Knox County 24, Paris 8. Only top 10 matchup of the week, North Shelby, number 8 team in the state, leading number 9, Northwest Hughesville, 16-0 at the break. Lincoln at halftime up on New Heights, 54-16. Archie at half up on Drexel, 26-6. And Appleton up on Osceola, 38-6 late second quarter. Halftime, Lockwood up 56-6 on Liberal. Late second quarter, Jasper up on Greenfield, 34-12, and Northland Christian at halftime up on Rich Hill, 24-16. And update here going to the third quarter in Orick. Wellington Napoleon leads 51-12 in that one. That is all Wellnap over the Bearcats of Orick. Here it is 30-28 Pattonsburg. Again, a little bit of big news from the first half. Landon Carlson for King City ejected in the first half. Basically what we could see from the press box and a couple people had down on the sideline. He was going for a tackle, went to punch the ball out, and the refs deemed that he punched the Pattonsburg kid instead, and they ejected him for it. That's the ejection right now for Carlson. He is out for this game and most likely the next game as well. Tough break there for King City. They have North Andrew next week. Trying to see other scores from around the state here as well. That's what the updates we have right now. We're going to get a timeout. When we come back, we'll have second half kickoff coming up next here on Missouri 8-Man Football, Facebook Live.
For almost 100 years, MFA Oil has put all our energy into energy by being the local fuel, propane, and lubricant solution that consistently delivers for people and businesses in this area. So if you need to keep your truck rolling, your home heated, or your farm equipment running like a well-oiled machine, give us a call because we're a company that's never idle and we're just down the road. MFA Oil. We live where you do. To find the MFA Oil location nearest you, visit mfaoil.com.
This broadcast is sponsored by Mike Hansen Seed and Crop Insurance. Located at 36309 State Highway H outside of Graham, Missouri, Hansen Seed distributes premium Pioneer seed and offers crop insurance to help local farmers protect their livelihoods against unpredictable events that threaten their crops. Contact Mike Hansen at 660-541-3908 or send Mike an email at mike.hansen@plantpioneer.com for more information. The game of the week is sponsored by Mike Hansen Seed and Crop Insurance. This broadcast is sponsored by KB Mechanical Services, LLC, your source for plumbing, heating, cooling, and septic systems in Greenfield, Missouri. With over 25 years of experience, KB Mechanical Services proudly serves Stockton Lake and the Ozarks. Contact Brett Lawler in Greenfield at 417-844-3071 for more information. Go Wildcats! The game of the week is sponsored by KB Mechanical Services, LLC.
As we are back here getting ready for the second half action between King City and Pattonsburg. Again, King City in their yellow helmets, all white uniforms. Pattonsburg, white helmets, green and black uniforms here in Pattonsburg. And again, Pattonsburg will kick off going left to right across your screen. Middle of the fourth quarter, Nottoway Valley opens up a 52-0 lead on Platte Valley. So 52-0. Nod Valley looking to get to 6-0 on the year. Again, they have big games next 2 weeks at Mound City and at home against Rockport. Chance for Nottoway Valley to steal a conference championship over the next 2 weeks. I don't remember who Nod Valley has to end the year. They will end the season with Southold on the road. That's their last few weeks here. But now, second half. Deep kick. Ball will be taken by Metzger at about the 15. Makes the first man miss. Can't get away from the second. Runs into his own blocker. And he'll be down at the inside the 15. Metzger is down on the play as he is injured on the play here. We'll not show the injured player, of course, on the sideline here the best we can. So again, the camera will pan over once we know Metzger can be helped off the field here as he's laying down on his back and a little bit of pain there for King City. Again, the opening kickoff for the second half. He'll be off for this next play here as they're going to be looking. We'll take a quick timeout here while we tend to the sample injury here on Missouri 8-Man Football Facebook Live.
This broadcast is sponsored by Finney Construction, located in Skidmore, Missouri. Finney Construction is your go-to place to buy, service, and install wood boilers and propane or natural gas boilers, as well as on-demand water heaters and radiant heating supplies. Contact Matt Finney at 816-383-1385 or visit the Finney Construction website at sunriseheatingboilers.com for more information. The game of the week is sponsored by Finney Construction. This season, success starts with a strong game plan. And at Sand Creek Farms, your Pioneer seed dealer, we know the playbook for big yields. For 75 years, we've been built on hard work, smart strategy, and the drive to win, just like our Thunder teams. Great seasons don't happen by chance, they're planted. Sand Creek Farms, Pioneer strong, Thunder proud. Call 660-254-1919 and let's grow the future together. Go Thunder. The game of the week is sponsored by Sand Creek Farms.
Sample still down on the field right now as they're tending to him. He's going to be helped up here momentarily by a couple of the coaches. Here in just a second. So again, Carlson out for the game right now for King City with an ejection. And Sample being helped to his feet and not putting much pressure on one of his legs here as he's on the far sideline. And the coaches are going to actually carry him off. Can't put any pressure on his leg there. Hate to see that. Sample, one heck of a football player, one heck of an athlete, and everything out here, one heck of a kid. Yeah, he said he can't move his leg right now, so I'm not sure exactly what's going on there. Can't put any pressure on that leg for Sample right now. Ugly looking injury possibly there. Hopefully he's okay going forward for King City. Senior athlete, very good football player, and just good athlete overall. But apparently I heard from the sideline he can feel his feet on there, just his leg somewhere there went numb on there. So we're trying to get him. So we'll try to keep you updated there to see what is going on there. Again, thank you to the sideline there for letting me know that can't move his leg, but has on here. Next play here, Isaac King for King City. He's going to get pushed forward, have enough for a first down.
Isaac King with a carry. Gain of about 8 on the play. 2nd and 2 for the Wildcats.
Also, we have a first final score of the night, Nottoway Valley over Platte Valley. 52-0 is the final in that one. Shotgun here for King. Handoff. Metzger up the middle, pushing the pile, and I think he'd be just short of the first down.
No gain on the play. 3rd and about 2 for the Wildcats.
So again, Nottoway Valley gets their 6th win of the year, beating Platte Valley 52-0. Handoff, Metzger up the middle, rumbling and stumbling for a first. As he's going to pick up the first down, getting across the 30. Update, second half action. Stanbury scores up second half, down 48-31 now to Princeton. So third quarter action there. The Tigers of Princeton with a 17-point lead over Stanbury. Still 3 scores. Update, Paris scores at the start of the third quarter, but still down 24-14. Still a 2-score lead for Knox there in the third quarter against Paris. Pass out to the outside is incomplete. Looking for Jundy, it looks like. 2nd and 10 coming up. Another update. Wellington keeps putting it on Oric 57-18. Greenfield scores, now down 40-20 to Jasper. Here comes King City. New set of downs. King and Metzger in the backfield. Wainscott split out to the left. King, back to pass, under some pressure. And he'll be sacked. Mays the first man there for Pattonsburg. Big play by the Pattonsburg defense brings up 3rd down and forever coming up for King City. And Pattonsburg up by 2 here, third quarter. There are 10 minutes to go in the third. Another update. Long touchdown pass for North Shelby from Bacon to Belt. North Shelby goes up in the third quarter. Late third, 24-8 on Northwest Hughesville. So still a 2-score lead there for the Raiders. Late third quarter against Hughesville. King in the shotgun. Back to pass. Under some pressure. And he's going to get pushed out of bounds, losing a couple yards.
Isaac King's pushed out of bounds in the backfield for another loss. It's going to be 4th and long.
4th down coming up here for the Wildcats. So expecting the punt here. It looks like Potter to punt here for King City. 1 man back deep for Pattonsburg. I believe it's Griffith. Nope, it's Mays. Back deep for the Panthers. Nice long punt here. Beautiful punt. Going to bounce inside the 20, inside the 15. Going to let it roll here inside the 10. Huge punt. Down to the 9-yard line, flipping the field here from inside their own 20 to the opposite 9.
So again, the one final we have tonight is Nottoway Valley over Platte Valley, 52-0 is the final there for number 5, Nottoway Valley. Also, strip sack by North Shelby. They score in the end zone. North Shelby goes up 32-8 on Northwest Hughesville. Handoff, Mays up the middle, avoids the first line of defenders, trying to get to the edge, gets by King, up the field and out of bounds. Mays was off to the races, but he gets across the 30 up to the 32, gain of 23 on the play, and Pattonsburg's in business with the first down. Made about 3 Wildcats miss in the backfield and does the rest up the sideline. Inches away from getting a touchdown run there. Up to the 31.5. We'll call it a 22-yard run for Mays. Two receivers to each side for Fortner. Quick screen to Humphrey, trying to get to the outside. Picks up a big block, up the sideline, cuts it back to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, the 5, touchdown. There is a flag down at the 36. There is a flag down at the 36. And it's a hold against Pattonsburg. The touchdown is coming back. Humphrey sprung free with a holding call. Then they got Mason with the hold here on the near side. Either Mason or Mays. Couldn't tell who they got the holding call here, but a little bit of extra jersey tug, and that touchdown comes off the board. Should be a spot foul at the 36, so go back to the 26 and replay the down. Should be about 1st and 15 come up here for Pattonsburg. They'll mark it at the 27, so flag at the 37. So 1st and 14 coming up here for Pattonsburg. Taking away the touchdown, but still first down in the box for the Panthers. 8:44 to go in this third quarter. No points here in the second half so far. King City's first drive ended a punt. Here's Pattonsburg's first drive of the second half. Again, first 4 drives, touchdowns, converting 3 of 4 2-point conversions. Last 2 drives of the first half came up empty before the final heave before halftime. Pass, looking for Humphrey again, into the open field, and ball nearly jumped out by Potter, and he'll get hit on the sideline and out of bounds. Wainscott and Boone with the hits. So 1st and 10 coming here for Pattonsburg at the 28-yard line of King City. Gain of a little over 20 on the play. Two-point lead here for Pattonsburg. Griffith and Sperry, the tight ends. Humphrey split out to the right. Mays in the backfield with Fortner. 4-man front for King City. Fortner, back to pass, looking in the flat, has Griffith, and he'll get ridden out of bounds by Jundy. And clock will keep rolling here. He gets down close to the 20. We'll bring up 2nd down and 5 for Pattonsburg. Another update, high-scoring game in Princeton. Princeton 48, Stanbury 39. Score still in the third quarter. Going into the fourth quarter, Knox 24, Paris 14. And that game is going into the fourth quarter. Paris ball in Eagle territory. Handoff, Mays, up the middle, knifing through the defense, and he'll be taken down. Should be enough for a first.
And first and 10 coming up here for Pattonsburg. Ball is at inside the 20, down to about the 16. Fortner, back to pass, looking in the flat, has Mays. Mays can get brought down the open field, but not until he gets inside the 10-yard line. Will bring up second down and short for the Panthers. So in games in the fourth quarter right now that we know of, Knox County and Paris, 24-14, Knox leads. Game almost in the fourth quarter, late third, North Shelby leading Hughesville 32-8. Also going into the fourth quarter, Albany all over North Andrew right now, 43-6, going into the fourth quarter. Again, Albany, they will looking for their second win of the year, and first since week 1 when they beat DeKalb. Have not been able to get away since, and now up big on North Andrew. North Andrew has this King City team next week. Flag comes out. Fortner looking, throws it away. I believe we're going to have a hold there. Looks like Boone got held for King City. So a hold. We'll bring him back 10 yards. Second and 14 here. Now, it's curious. A holding on a pass play should be in line of scrimmage. Either way, another update that we have down south. Greenfield scored again, now down 40-28 to Jasper, fourth quarter. And a big sack here, play in the backfield. Shellhorn and it's Mooney, Molis, all there on the stop for King City. Mays went backwards. Third down and forever coming up for the Panthers. Yeah, so fourth quarter action there in Greenfield. They're trailing Jasper 28-40. Anybody interested in some KCI football? West Platte leads Lawson at halftime, 19-16. Also, third quarter, South Holt and Osborne tied at 22. Out to Mays in the flat, and he'll get shoved out of bounds. Nice play by number 12, Luke Roberts, the sophomore for King City. Paul, have not seen a Bramer score them in Keatsville. It's one of the scores I have not got nothing from them or LeBlond at KC East Christian. So, again, 22-22, South Holt and Stewart's for Osborne. That game is in the third quarter. That's the shocker of the night right now, that game being as close as it is. Fortner, back to pass. Steps up in the pocket, under pressure, and thrown for Humphrey and incompletes. Into the third. Mound City leads EA 36-22. That was a fourth down play for Pattonsburg. So this game is now coming to a defensive slugfest here in the third quarter. No points in the third. Both teams kind of feeling each other out. So King City trying to work here. Going to the fourth quarter. North Shelby leads Northwest Hughesville 32-14. That game's going into the fourth. Bad snap. King can't fall on it, and Pattonsburg will. And that's going to be a turnover. Pattonsburg takes over with 4:39 to go in the third quarter. Pattonsburg set back up outside the 10. Be first and 10 Panthers. Update, 10 minutes to go. Paris scores against Knox. Knox still leads 24-20. But again, just under 10 minutes to go in that ball game. Update, late third quarter, Northland Christian opens up a 33-16 lead on Rich Hill. Here comes Pattonsburg. Humphrey on the reverse, trying to direct traffic. Makes one man miss. And he's going to stop near the sideline, and Jundy's going to push him out of bounds. A lot of running there for 7 yards, but still a productive play for Pattonsburg. .429 to go in the third quarter. Pattonsburg up by 2 here. Fourth quarter, Lockwood all over Liberal now, 64-20 as he scoring that one. Fortner looking, end zone, caught, touchdown. Drake Sperry all by himself in the back of the end zone, and Pattonsburg opens up an 8-point lead. It can make this a 2-score with an extra point here. Also, Archie extending their lead now at 56-12 on Drexel. Going towards the end zone, incomplete. 2-point try is no good. And Pattonsburg keeps an 8-point lead, but with 4:23 to go in the ball in the third quarter, Pattonsburg 36, King City 28 here on Missouri 8-Man Football, Facebook Live.
Attention welders and assemblers. Ever dream of a job so good it feels like it's from the future? Well, time travel to Altec Industries, where your future is now. Altec offers a shift differential, more bucks for your brilliant skills, along with futuristic benefits like top-notch medical and dental insurance, 3 weeks of paid vacation, tuition reimbursement, and an on-site health clinic. Don't get stuck in the past. Leap forward with Altec. Visit jobs.altec.com. That's jobs.altec.com to apply.
Pattonsburg to kick off here up 36-28. Also, turn of events in Greenfield. They were down 40-12 early third quarter. Now, fourth quarter, down 40-36. Quick 24-0 burst by Greenfield, and they are back in that game with Jasper. Also, hill updates: Lockwood up 64-20 on Liberal, and Archie up 56-12 on Drexel. Both games now in the fourth quarter. North Shelby up 32-14 on Hughesville, fourth quarter. Knox up 24-20 on Paris, fourth quarter. Should be Knox ball right now. 4:23 to go in the third quarter here. Pattonsburg up by 8. Squib kick taken by King City. Well, onside kick attempt near the 40. And it'll be 1st and 10 here for King City. King at quarterback for the Wildcats. Another update come up here from Sweet Springs and St. Paul. And St. Paul, being up 6 at halftime, 28-22, now opens up a 43-28 lead on Sweet Springs. That game is now in the fourth quarter. So St. Paul looking to get back on their winning ways, and Sweet Springs, the loss day would fall to 1-5 on the season. They're putting 4:02 on the clock. They ran 12 seconds off the clock after the onside kick attempt. So they're going to reset the clock there to 4:02. Again, another update. Wellington Napoleon up 65-18 on Oric. The game is in the fourth quarter. Here comes King City. King in the shotgun. Looking deep, looking for a man. It's going to be caught over the middle of the field. Huge catch by Colton Potter. Inside the 30 down to about the 26-yard line. King put it up high, and his big tight end, Witten, got it. Good catch by Colton Potter, the junior. Little junior took a junior connection there for King City. Correction there, Northland Christian up 30-16 on Rich Hill, not 33. That's still late third quarter there in Rich Hill. Rich Hill looking for their first win of the year. Northland looking for their first win over a Missouri opponent for the season. Again, we got King in the shotgun. Metzger split out to the right, this time in trips formation. King, under pressure, looks over the middle. It's going to be caught near the 20. That's Wayne Scott with the catch. Again, the only two games we don't have any updates with are Bishop Blonde, KC's Christian, and Keatsville Bramer. Also, fourth quarter action. After being down 36-14 at half, East Ashton has cut it to an 8-point lead against Mound City, 36-28. EA closing the gap on Mound City. Again, 11 minutes to go in that ball game in Turkio, I believe. Could be Fairfax. King looking, right sideline, going back for the ball, and incomplete. Looking for Wayne Scott, I believe, on the right sideline. Yes, it was. Good coverage that time by Pattonsburg. I believe that was number 10. There is no number 10. Couldn't tell who that was actually on the far sideline with the coverage. Maybe it was 18. Alex Young, the senior on coverage. Hear the music, hear the trumpet. It's third down here in Pattonsburg. Third down at about 4 for the King City Wildcats. King in the shotgun with Mesker to his right. Back to pass again. Looking over the middle. It's incomplete. Knocked away by Humphrey. Looking for Potter. Kind of double clutched it. Again, with 2 minutes to go. As 1:54 to go in the third quarter. The clock just ran 12 seconds off the clock off an incomplete pass. Fourth down and 4 coming here for King City. King out to Metzger. Gets the edge. Has the first. And then some more. He's going to carry defenders inside the 10 down to about the 8-yard line. And Knox County scores again. The long scoring drive. Knox goes up 32-20 on Paris. A full 2 scores. They're a 12-point lead for the Eagles at home in the fourth quarter against their rivals in Paris. King City looking to stay in this game. Down by 8. Third quarter. Ball at the 8-yard line. King. Back to pass. Ball's deflected. Nearly intercepted by Estrada. The big man saw the end zone. Heck of a play by Mooney to knock it out of his hands because Jace Estrada was ready to go to the other end. Big old number 99 had his paws on it. Couldn't quite reel it in. I would have went crazy with a big man interception. Ball's at the 8-yard line. There's a stoppage here by the white hat. And put 1:15 on the clock here. Another 13 seconds ran up the clock after an incomplete pass. Trying to get the clock figured out here in Pattonsburg. Second and goal from the 8-yard line. The second and goal from the 8 here for King City. Isaac King, the quarterback. Metzger, the running back, to his left. King, back to pass. Looking, end zone, incomplete, looking for Metzger. Threw it kind of behind him. Him and the DB ran into each other, but no way either one going to catch the ball, so no flag. I think it's Humphrey on the coverage that time for Pattonsburg. Third and goal. King took a real deep drop there, and both D ends were coming up the arc and forced the errant throw. Third and goal from the 8 coming up here for King City. And we have a final score as well. Wellington defeats Oryx 65-18. Another final score on the night. King keeps it himself, tries to go left side. He'll be tackled for no gain there. Good play by number 23. It's, I believe, Bo Gibson on the stop for Pattonsburg. So now we have fourth and goal from about the 8-yard line, 9-yard line here for King City after a loss of 1. So 4th and goal coming here for King City. Need a score here. Down 8 with 30 seconds to go in the third quarter. We have a timeout by King City. We'll take one with them here with 22 seconds to go in the third quarter. Pattonsburg 36, King City 28. 4th and goal from the 8. Coming up next.
This Missouri 8-Man Football Facebook Live broadcast is brought to you by Cotton Body Shop, LLC. Complete collision repair and restoration at 204 West Georgia Street in Oregon, Missouri. The Cotton Body Shop has served the Oregon community since 1961. Everything from diamond paints, aluminum body repair, unibody and frame repair, and pro spot welding. Call Troy Cotton today at 660-446-2008 or check them out online at cottonbodyshopllc.com.
So here we go. We'll have 4th and goal from the 9-yard line for King City coming up here after this timeout by the Wildcats. Trying to get a play set up here. And going back, and he's going to lose yards here. And flag is down back at the 2-yard line, though. So the flag is for here against, it is a hold against the defense. I think it should be half distance to the goal, though. Repeat 4th down, I believe is the call here. 5.5 to go down in Greenfield. Jasper goes up by 10, 46-36. Final score. Still 4th down. Lockwood up 72-20. Final over Liberal. So number 2 team in the state gets their 6-0 start. 72-20 over Liberal. As the Tigers of Lockwood keep on rolling. And Archie defeats Drexel 56-12 is the final in that one. Looking over the middle, looking for Wayne Scott, incomplete. And it's going to be 1st down for Pattonsburg after the defensive stop. Ball to be at the 5-yard line, 1st and 10 for Pattonsburg after the turnover on downs for the final 9 seconds of the third quarter. Fortner, handoff, Mays, left side, across the 5, up to about the 8-yard line, gain of 3. Five minutes to go in the third quarter. South Holt and Stewartsville Osborne tied at 30. But this one, we are going into the 4th. Pattonsburg 36, King City 28 here on Missouri 8-Man Football Facebook Live.
This broadcast is sponsored by Wilbanks Farms, located in Hughesville, Missouri. Seth Wilbanks is an avid supporter of the Northwest Hughesville Mustangs and 8-Man football throughout the state of Missouri. The game of the week is sponsored by Wilbanks Farms, Hughesville, Missouri. Go Mustangs!
For almost 100 years, MFA Oil has put all our energy into energy by being the local fuel, propane, and lubricant solution that consistently delivers for people and businesses in this area. So if you need to keep your truck rolling, your home heated, or your farm equipment running like a well-oiled machine, give us a call Because we're a company that's never idle and we're just down the road. MFA Oil. We live where you do. To find the MFA Oil location nearest you, visit mfaoil.com.
Again, our game of the week this week in Week 6, Pattonsburg, King City. Both teams undefeated. King City ranked number 6 in the state. Pattonsburg receiving votes. Right now, Pattonsburg up by 8 here. Fourth quarter about to start. It is Pattonsburg ball inside their own 10-yard line. Second down and 6 coming up for the Panthers. And the final score, Northern Harlan Central beats Slater 61-30. Again, that was 61-6 at halftime. So Slater scoring again in the second half in some garbage time, but a big win there for Slater. Flags are down. $11:53 to go in this fourth quarter. Have a little meeting of the officials right around the 10-yard line. Trying to sort this all out. $61-30 win again for Northern Harlan Central over Slater. Here comes the white hat with the official call. Block the back against Pattonsburg. And it penalty against King City. They will offset. So we'll just redo the play. So here we go. Fourth quarter action. Final score down in Lincoln. Lincoln defeats New Heights. 70-16 is the final there. Big win for Lincoln to get back on the winning ways after a loss last week to Northern Harlan Central. Pass here. Pass over the middle to Griffith. Breaks one tackle. Another one. Up the sideline to the 40, to the 30, to the 25-20, 15-10, 5. Touchdown Pattonsburg. A 72-yard touchdown pass to Camden Griffith. And Pattonsburg opens up the lead. Make it 42-28 Pattonsburg here early fourth quarter. The 2-point try coming here for Pattonsburg. Fortner looking to pass, looking to avoid here. Looks to the end zone. It's going to be caught by Griffith. In for the 2-point conversion. Make it 44-28 Pattonsburg. $11:40 to go in the ball game. Pattonsburg 44, King City 28 here on Missouri 8-Man Football, Facebook Live.
This broadcast is sponsored by Mike Hansen Seed and Crop Insurance. Located at 36309 State Highway H outside of Graham, Missouri, Hansen Seed distributes premium Pioneer seed and offers crop insurance to help local farmers protect their livelihoods against unpredictable events that threaten their crops. Contact Mike Hansen at 660-541-3908 or send Mike an email at mike.hansen@plantpioneer.com for more information. The game of the week is sponsored by Mike Hansen Seed and Crop Insurance.
As we are back here, Pattonsburg will have the ball teed up here. Taking a 16-point lead here in the fourth quarter, a full 2 touchdowns. 2 touchdowns plus the 2-point conversions. Right now is deficit for the Wildcats. Deep kick here by Mays. We taken inside the 5-yard line. To the 20. And knocked out of bounds here. That's number 6 on the return, Carter Heinrich. And they're going to mark him across the 20 up to about the 23 or 24-yard line. Also, if you updated in the GRC, Brookfield defeats Gallatin 20-15 is the final in that one. Here, King City. Metzger, run up the middle, and he's going to get over 10 yards, enough for a first down. Just straight ahead running there for King City, getting about 12 in the play. After Greenfield's big comeback, Jasper puts up on 2 touchdowns, now lead 54-36 with 3 minutes to go there. So it looks like Jasper, they get a big win over Greenfield after beating Liberal last week. Jasper has the inside track to that 2 seed in District Number 1. Also, barn burner in Princeton. Princeton 48, Stanberry 47. Metzger up the middle, and he's going to get up near the 40, gain of about 4. Second down and 6 coming up now for King City. Just under 11 minutes to go in this ball game. And this is King off the right side. He'll get thrown out of bounds here. Ball came out late, but I think he was already out of bounds. That's Gibson trying to strip it out. North Shelby up 38-20 on Northwest Hughesville now. And North Shelby. Drake Francis on running at 3:40 to go in that ball game. North Shelby up by 18. And we have a final in Northeast Missouri. Knox County 32, Paris 20 is the final there. Knox County with a big conference win over Paris. First and 10, handoff. Metzger off the left side. And he's going to get about 7 more yards. Another update from Oregon, and that was 30-30 South Holt and Stewartsville Osborne. Last update, last 3 minutes of action, South Holt scored 2 touchdowns, now lead 44-30. And again, the big one there was Knox County defeating Paris 32-20. Knox stays undefeated on the season, their biggest game to date, and they get a big win over Paris, who now falls to 4-2 after losing to North Shelby and Knox County over the last 2 weeks. Here, Metzger, right side, is going to get inside the 20 and up for a first down for King City. As King City is riding the Metzger train here in the fourth quarter. If you're interested, Polo lost to Putnam County tonight 41-14. Also, Albany takes down St. North Andrew 56-22 is the final in that one. Deep pass, left side, high pointed. Ball is going to be incomplete. Looking for Wayne Scott. Incomplete. Good coverage there by Pattonsburg. Pass was intended for number 10, Caden Wayne Scott. It's broken up. Ball's incomplete. 2nd and 10. So a big win for Albany, get their second win of the year, taking down North Andrew. First GRC win of the year for Albany. There is 8:47 to go in this ball game. Metzger, handoff, left side. Estrada will bring him down right near the first down marker. Ball came out late, but there was ground caused the fumble. So we get about 8.5 to go in this one. Stanberry takes the lead over Princeton, 55-48. That game's in the fourth quarter now. Chase Roberts in the comment, former Pattonsburg coach. How's it going? Led Pattonsburg to a state semifinal appearance a few years ago. What was that, 2018? And Coach Cab right behind him led to a second state semifinal appearance the following year, both years 10-2 for Pattonsburg. Worth County up 72-26 now in the fourth quarter over St. Joseph Christian. Offsides against Pattonsburg is the call here. It'll be a first down for King City. So again, a big win for Albany over North Andrew, 56-22. Game was in North Andrew. Here, King, back to pass, double clutches, looks for Potter, incomplete in the end zone. And final score, Appleton City all over Osceola. 82-14 was the final in that one. Big win for App City. Number 10 team in the state keeps on rolling. 82-14 was the final in that one. Don't know if Cash Anderson was back or not for the Bulldogs. Either way, nice win. Here, handoff up the middle to Metzger, and he's going to pound it in the end zone for a King City touchdown. And if you're a King City, need this 2-point conversion here to keep it to make it a one-score game. Don't get this; it still stays at 2 scores. So a big snap here on this 2-point conversion. And Jasper now up 60-36 on Greenfield. King up the middle and short of the 2-point conversion, couldn't quite get it. And 2-point try is no good. Still a 2-touchdown lead for Pattonsburg with 7:54 to go in the ball game here on Missouri 8-Man Football, Facebook Live.
This broadcast is sponsored by KB Mechanical Services, LLC, your source for plumbing, heating, cooling, and septic systems in Greenfield, Missouri. With over 25 years of experience, KB Mechanical Services proudly serves Stockton Lake and the Ozarks. Contact Brett Lawler in Greenfield at 417-844-3071 for more information. Go Wildcats! The game of the week is sponsored by KB Mechanical Services, LLC.
And again, looking for more updates from around the state here. I have a few games that are final. We'll do it after this kickoff. There's an onside kick attempt coming here. Potter to kick. Onside kick will be taken by Pattonsburg, and going down immediately is one of the linemen. Pattonsburg ball. That is number 45. Remington White, the sophomore, with the recovery. So 1st and 10 here, 7:51 to go in the ball game. Also, if you're MEC play, Maryville defeats Benton 30-14. Big win for the Hounds. And 34, King City, Pattonsburg 44. Here with just under 8 minutes to go in the ball game. Here in Pattonsburg. Looking in the flat, has a man at Sperry. He's going to make the catch and trip over his own feet near the 40. He have a couple. Turf Monster got him. And that game is final. North Shelby defeats Northwest Hughesville in a battle of undefeated teams in the top 10, 38-20. North Shelby, one of their bigger wins of the year. This one over Northwest Hughesville. Nice win for the Raiders. They're going to stay in the top 10 going the next week, and they've had 6 really quality wins so far for the Raiders so far this year. Look at North Shelby up next. Down sideline. Looking for Griffith. He's going to make the catch, and then he fumbles, and he's going to recover it inside the 10-yard line. So big catch by Griffith. Again, ball got punched out. And Griffith has the ball. Was able to recover his own fumble. And again, next week, North Shelby has Knox County, who's now 6-0 on the year. Maybe a top 10 matchup in the state next week. They're discussing here. I wonder if they were wondering if Griffith stepped out of bounds and then was the first touch of the ball. We're going to see here. Let's see what the official call is. The refs are huddling near the 8-yard line. A flag here. I believe it's going to be illegal touching by Pattonsburg. Illegal touching by Pattonsburg. So he fumbled it, and then he stepped out of bounds and was the first to touch it when he came back in. You cannot do that. It's illegal touching. It's a penalty against Pattonsburg on here. Also, start of the fourth quarter, South Holt's 44, Stewartsville Osborne 30. Scores from around the state that we have right now. There's a 15-yard penalty for illegal touching there against Pattonsburg. So they get the passing yards, they recover the ball gets moved back to the 22-yard line. So if you're Pattonsburg, there's more chance to pick up some more yards is what you're looking at here. So 1st and 10 from the 22. Fortner in the shotgun, under heavy pressure immediately, rolls to his left, and he'll be forced out of bounds by Boone. Loss of 3 on the play. Back to the 25. Oh, back to the 26. Moved it back another half yard there. So again, next week, a huge battle in Northeast Missouri. North Shelby, Knox County, both 6-0. And it's going to be a battle not only for the divisional title there, but also for that 1 seed in District number 8. Or, I'm not sure what district that is, actually. I'll look it up here for the snap. Here, Humphrey on the outside. He'll be hit and shoved out of bounds by Jundy for King City. It is District 8 there between Knox and North Shelby. They both have wins over Paris. So that's going to be a big win there. The winner of that game will be the 1 seed in District number 8. And that's a district that's opposite and counter to this King City, Pattonsburg, Worth County district. Another stoppage here on the far sideline. Flag was down. Didn't see the white hat make an official announcement here. Okay, so we're ready to go here. 3rd and 10. There's a 6:42 to go in the ball game. 10-point lead for Pattonsburg. Final score: Worth County defeats St. Joe Christian 72-26. Here, Fortner back to pass. He's going to take off now. Has some room to run. He's going to slide down at the 14-yard line, be a yard short of the first down marker. And South Holt starting to open things up against Stewartsville Osborne. 52-30 now. South Holt leads fourth quarter in that one. So now South Holt, after being tied 30-30, start of the fourth quarter, have opened up a big lead there against the Wildcards. Some movement here. It could be offsides, or did the offense move first? They're going to say offense moved first. They're discussing here. Another huddle here. White hat will make the official call. And it will be a false start against Pattonsburg. So make it 4th and 6 here. So 4th and 6 coming here for Pattonsburg. With 5:37 to go. Fortner looking deep for Griffith. And he's going to make the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Pattonsburg. Camden Griffith with a touchdown reception on 4th and 6. And Pattonsburg, that might be the game clincher, the nail in the coffin here. 50-34. Chance to go up 3 scores here with a 2-point conversion. And a final score, Mound City defeats East Atchison 44-28 is the final score on that one. So Mound City holds on to beat EA. Pass over the middle, incomplete, looking for Griffith. Jundy in coverage there. So we'll take a timeout here with 5:31 to go in the ball game. Pattonsburg 50, King City 34 here on Missouri 8-Man Football, Facebook Live.
This broadcast is sponsored by Finney Construction, located in Skidmore, Missouri. Finney Construction is your go-to place to buy, service, and install wood boilers and propane or natural gas boilers, as well as on-demand water heaters and radiant heating supplies. Contact Matt Finney at 816-383-1385 or visit the Finney Construction website at sunriseheatingboilers.com for more information. The game of the week is sponsored by Finney Construction.
And back here on Missouri 8-Man Football, Devin Albertson, Pattonsburg with a 50-34 lead on King City in the Battle of Undefeateds here in the GRC. And Mays the kickoff for Pattonsburg. He's going to boot it deep. Will be taken here by Heinrich inside the 10. Heinrich rolling to the right, trying to get this open field here. Gets across the 30. It'll be 1st and 10 for King City near the 30-yard line. Trying to see other scores here from around the state. Again, never got a final. Also, Stanbury's come back and I think a 63-48 lead on Princeton. And Metzger off the left side, breaking some tackles. Humphrey will bring him down, but should be enough for a 1st down for King City. My Rockport contact quit messaging me about an hour ago, so I don't know how that game ended on here. Let me see if Rockport tweeted anything out. Usually they do. Final at halftime was 70-6 was the final there. Just didn't quite see that tweet an hour and a half ago. And Metzger with a run up the middle. Gave about 5 there for Metzger. So again, 70-6 was a win there for Rockport over DeKalb at halftime. Pass over the middle to be caught by Potter. And he's going to be inside the 20. Again, King City moving quickly here. Down by 16 with 4.5 to go. The clock stops to reset the chains. Once it gets reset, they'll restart the clock here. There's the reset. King City trying to move quickly. King, back to pass, rolls to his right, looking, and nearly intercepted, looking for Metzger. Gibson almost had an interception there for Pattonsburg. Oh yeah, looking for Molis, sorry, not Metzger. Molis was the intended receiver, the senior tight ends. As this will bring up 2nd down and 10 for King City with 4:17 to go. So again, final score: Northland Christian defeats Rich Hill, 38-16. Apparently, Rich Hill took a 16-0 lead, and Northland scored the final 38 points to win that ball game. So a big win for the Trailblazers, 38-16. Third down and 5 here for King City. King trying to reverse field, and he's going to be taken down for a loss. King City's coaches wanting a penalty for something on the far side. Not going to get it. Fourth and about 9, maybe a short 9, long 8 here for King City. Kind of their last-ditch effort here. Down 2 scores, need a touchdown here, a stop to get the ball back. Also need a couple two-point conversions here, so a long hill to climb here for the Wildcats. Fourth down coming here, 3.5 to go in the ball game and ticking. King in at quarterback. King takes the snap, looking, looks, and overthrows the intended receiver, Jundy. Underthrows Molis, and then it will be a turnover on downs, and King City will take over. So Pattonsburg takes over with 3:15 to go in the ball game, up 50-34, and looks like Pattonsburg is going to roll to a 6-0 start here. If you had told me that back in August, I would not have believed you. It's been an incredible start here for Pattonsburg, as they're going to go to 6-0. And again, the rest of the schedule here for Pattonsburg here. Next week, they have St. Joe Christian, then they have Worth County at home, and then at Albany here. So a couple of big games over the next 2 weeks. The chance at a GRC title is within grasp now after this win. Mays reverses field to the right side, and he'll get thrown down out of bounds near the sticks. And Cooper Mooney with the tackle. Gain of about 7 on the play. So second down, and a long 2, a short 3 coming up here for Pattonsburg. Again, the Panthers up by 16. Clock stop going out of bounds. 3:09 to go in the ball game. And a stoppage here. A flag comes in from the back judge. And delay game against Pattonsburg is the call. So a 5-yard penalty. Again, the scores that are final right now: Worth County over St. Joe Christian, 72-26. Albany over North Andrew, 56-22. Rockport halftime final over DeKalb, 70-6. Nottoway Valley defeats Platte Valley, 52-0. Mountain City defeats East Atchison, 44-28. Here, reverse, left side to Griffith. Flags come out, and he'll be tackled near the 30. Flags coming out. This one's coming back. A lot of laundry on the field. Other finals: Wellington Napoleon over Oryx, 65-18. Knox County defeats Paris, 32-20. Norbert Hardin Central cruises to a 61-30 win over Slater. North Shelby defeats Northwest Hughesville in a top 10 matchup, 38-20. Lincoln over New Heights, 70-16. Down south, Archie defeats Drexel, 56-12. And the penalty against Pattonsburg here with a hold. Appleton defeats Osceola, 82-14. Lockwood dispatches Liberal, 72-20. Jasper was up 60-36 last I had in that game. Let me see if I can't get a final in that one. And then Northland Christian defeated Rich Hill, 38-16 was the final in that one. Other scores: halftime, it was Concordia 68, Santa Fe 0. No update in that one since. Of course, this one 50-34 in the fourth quarter with 3:01 to go. Stanbury leads Princeton 63-48. That was in the fourth quarter. Here, Fortner reverse out. He's going to slide down inbounds. Smart play by the sophomore quarterback to keep that clock rolling. Fourth quarter action was St. Paul Lutheran leading Sweet Springs 43-28. Trying to see if we have any more score updates from around the state on here. Not seeing any, but we'll just double check. And again, clock ticking here with 2.5 to go in the ball game. And the final down south was Jasper 60, Greenfield 36 was the final in that one. Incomplete pass here. Fourth down coming up for Pattonsburg. Again, no punts so far. They've went for on every fourth down. We'll see if they punt here. They're going to put 2:11 back on the clock here instead of 1:58. So 2:11 back on the clock. Liberal falls to 3-3. The loss to Lockwood. Lockwood improves to 6-0. Liberal travels to Appleton City next week. So again, another tough matchup there for the Bulldogs. Nixa, Class 16, defeat Kickapoo 56-7 tonight. Punt here by Pattonsburg. It'll be roll across the 40 to the King City 38-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats with 2:04 to go in the ball game, down 2 full scores. We have not an update in a while from Sweet Springs, Santa Fe. Last update we had there was start of the fourth quarter, like 10 minutes to go, and Sweet Springs was trailing 43-28, I believe, was the score. Yeah, so the start of the fourth quarter, no update since then. Last time we saw, South Holt was up on Stewartsville Osborne, 52-30. But here, just under 2 minutes. King, back to pass. Looks, intercepted! Mays at the 40, the 30. Trying to bring it back. He'll slide down near the 30. There is a flag down. Want to say here, Clayton Robinson, good win for Pattonsburg. I mean, we also thought Carlson would play the whole game for King City. He got ejected in the second quarter. So, holding against Pattonsburg, so the interception will come back on here. But either way, Carlson out. This is a huge win for Pattonsburg, and they were winning at the point that he got ejected as well. So Pattonsburg absolutely earns this win. Can't take anything away from them there. It's been a really fun game for Pattonsburg. I've been impressed with them. Best they've been defensively in a few years here. Probably the best defensive Pattonsburg team I've actually seen since they, like the 2017, 2018 teams on there that could score a lot of points, struggle to stop people. This is the best defense I've seen them play in a while here in Pattonsburg, and that's a big difference for them as you look into play here when they get to play Worth County here in a couple weeks and go into the playoffs. You need that defense. King, back to pass. Looking, and incomplete, looking for Wayne Scott. Amber, so Carlson got ejected in the second quarter. He's playing defense. There's a pass on 4th down to Cameron Griffith, and based on what I've told, what I could see from my vantage point, Carlson was trying to punch the football out, and the ref deemed that he tried to punch the other player and ejected him for throwing a punch on there. So that's what I was told. That's what I kind of see. Again, that's not absolutely confirmed on here, but that's what I can make of the situation on here that he got, I think, wrongly ejected on here. But that's what they have for him in that first half, I think in the second quarter of this football game. So then junior backup Isaac King has come in. He's going deep, has a man. It's going to be caught by Jundy, the 5-yard line into the end zone for the touchdown for King City, a 33-yard touchdown. And King City not going away quietly here as Jundy's able to run free in the secondary. Make this a 10-point game here. 50-40. Pattonsburg leads. Again, King City needs this 2-point conversion. And Clayton's a good thing. I already had Knox in my top 10. Pattonsburg will be in my top 10 ballot as well coming in here. So again, that's what we're going to have right there with that. Metzger run up the gut, and he is in for the 2-point conversion, and we have a 1-score game here. King City Pattonsburg. 50-42 is the score here. Here, we'll take a timeout here with 1:39 to go in the ball game here on Missouri 8-Man Football, Facebook Live.
This season, success starts with a strong game plan. And at Sand Creek Farms, your Pioneer seed dealer, we know the playbook for big yields. For 75 years, we've been built on hard work, smart strategy, and the drive to win, just like our Thunder teams. Great seasons don't happen by chance, they're planted. Sand Creek Farms, Pioneer strong, Thunder proud. Call 660-254-1919 and let's grow the future together. Go Thunder. The Game of the Week is sponsored by Sand Creek Farms.
What is it going? Okay, here we go, and we are back here, King City, Pattonsburg. Recovered there by Pattonsburg on the front line on the onside kick attempts. Again, 50-42, Pattonsburg with the ball here with 1:40 to go in the ball game. Handoff up the middle, and push the pile up to the 38-yard line, gaining about 3 or 4 yards in the play. Also, it looks like Lawson defeats West Platte 51-27 in KCI play. Big win there in 11-man football. Timeout on the play. We're going to keep it here, though. Try to get some final scores that are coming in from around the state. Again, the games that we're missing right now from being final. Of course, this one not final yet. Waiting for update for Stanbury and Princeton. And last update we had there was 63-48 in the fourth quarter. Stanbury led. South Holt was up 52-30 on Stewartsville Osborne mid-fourth quarter. Early fourth quarter, last update we had St. Paul Lutheran over St. Paul, over Sweet Springs, 43-28. We'll see if we can, see if anybody's posted to the Misha scoreboard here for other final scores. Okay. King State needs a turnover here as we're down to 1:33 to go. Pitch, Mays on the outside. So here comes a flag. Mays will have a first down, but a flag came down there right at the point of attack.
There's a flag down on the play.
And this one's coming back, it looks like, for a hold.
Calls a hold on the Panthers.
Yeah, don't see any updates there between Sweet Springs and St. Paul. The last update we had there was 43-28 St. Paul. Halftime we had Concordia over Santa Fe, 68-0. Just no final score in that one yet. I'm guessing Concordia won in that one based on the halftime score.
Panthers will replay it down.
We'll see here for Pattonsburg. 1:25 to go in the ball game here. An 8-point lead for the Panthers. Fortner back to pass, and he's going to hit a man over the middle. It's Mays to the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown Pattonsburg. And that'll be the nail in the coffin here. Long touchdown pass to Will Mays. Around 50 yards there, and Pattonsburg reopens a big lead here. Up by 14, and that should just about do it here with 1:17 to go in the ball game. Pattonsburg going to get a big home win here over King City. Quick pass to the outside. Sperry makes the catch. He is in for 2. Make it 58-42. We'll take a timeout. Back with the remaining of the game here on Missouri 8-Man Football, Facebook Live.
This broadcast is sponsored by Cause Corner. Located at 200 East Nottoway Street in Oregon, make sure to stop by Cause Corner for gas, snacks, groceries, and beverages. Don't forget to grab a hot slice of Hunt Brothers Pizza before you hit the road. For more information, give Cause Corner a call at 660-445-2655. The game of the week is sponsored by Cause Corner.
Kickoff coming here from Pattonsburg with a 16-point lead. And it's right before halftime there, right before that break with the final. Concordia 74, Santa Fe 0 was the final in that one. Heinrich is going to knock it down inside the 10, and he's going to step out of bounds near the 5-yard line. And again, King City going into this game was only giving up 12 points a game, 137 yards of offense. I think Pattonsburg put up almost 400, 500 yards of offense today here and 58 points against this number one ranked King City defense on here again. So ball just at the 5-yard line. Want to put this comment up here. Thank you, Chase Roberts. Great game, Panthers. Thanks for the coverage. Absolutely love being here in Pattonsburg for this great game here tonight. King pitches it out to Metzger, and he'll be taken down by Gibson at about the 8-yard line. 3 minutes to go in the ball game. South Holt now pulling away from Stewartsville Osborne, 64-30. Going deep, it's going to be intercepted. Camden Griffith, the interception near the 30-yard line. With 38 seconds left, and Pattonsburg can kneel out this win. Again, Clayton also says, shout out to Jasper for a big win over Greenfield tonight as well. That is absolutely right here. And again, 58-42. Pattonsburg is going to get a big win over King City. Great win for this Pattonsburg program, and kind of a fun fact, going into this game, King City was 8-3 against Pattonsburg. Those 3 losses came in 18, 19, and 20. The only 3 seasons Pattonsburg has a winning seasons in their history on here going back to 2014. Again, they went 10-2, 10-2, and 6-5 in those 3 years. All 3 years they beat King City. They finished above 500. Now they're 6-0, guaranteed above 500 for the Pattonsburg Panthers. So the 4th win in Pattonsburg history over King City, and it's going to guarantee them a winning record this season. 6-0 start for Pattonsburg. They knock off number 6, King City. And we're going to do a quick little post game here, and then we're going to end this broadcast. Again, I appreciate everyone who paid attention tonight and watches. A great viewership. I appreciate each and every one of you guys on here. So some final scores as we are looking here. In the GRC, the final score is 3 of them. Worth County over St. Joe Christian, 72-26. Pattonsburg over King City, 58-42. North Andrew falls at home to Albany, 56-22. Rockport over DeKalb, 70-6. Mound City over East Atchison, 44-28. Nottoway Valley over Platte Valley, 52-0. Last that we saw, about 3 minutes to go, South Holt over Stewartsville, 64-30. In the I-70, Concordia over Santa Fe, 74-0. Wellington Napoleon defeated Oric, 65-18. No final score yet between Sweet Springs and St. Paul. See if it's in my comments here. I'll see if I can't get an update here in that one here before we log off for the night. Also, in the Northeast Missouri, Knox County defeats Paris, 32-20. Also, North Shelby takes down number 9 Northwest Hughesville in a ranked matchup, 38-20. Norbert Hardin Central over Slater, 61-30. Also, haven't seen a final score for Keatsville and Bramer, but last time we saw there, Bramer was up big. Don't know when that happened during the game. Lincoln over New Heights, 70-16. No score for Bishop LeBlanc and KC East Christian yet. In down south, Archie, 56. Drexel, 12. Appleton defeats Osceola, 82-14. Lockwood over Liberal, 72-20. Jasper over Greenfield, 60-36, and then Northland Christian over Rich Hill, 38-16 was the final in that one. And again, if you're Pattonsburg, your next 3 games here to end your regular season are at St. Joe Christian, home Worth County, at Albany. So 3 big games here with a chance at worst finishing 8-1. In Pattonsburg, you've locked up at least the 2 seed districts now on here. Beating Worth County, you get the 1 seed, and all of a sudden you're one of the state favorites later this year. So again, great win here for Pattonsburg. King City, we'll try to get you an update later in the week to see if Carlson can play next week or not. Right now it's looking as a no on there. Trying to see if there's any other final updates here from the 3 games that we don't have finals for. Do a quick little reload of the scoreboard here and see if anything's going to pop up here before we log off for the Knights. Not seeing anything at the moment. I'm going to check one last thing here. I'm going to check Bramer's Facebooks. Every once in a while they will post scores there last year. They haven't posted much this year. But we'll see if there's a score update there from Bramer. No updates yet from that game on here. I'll try to get you the updates there later. But again, huge win for Pattonsburg here over King City. And I'll tell you what, Camden Griffith impressed me so much tonight for Pattonsburg. Really got on defense, and he was electric on the offensive end. Him and Wyatt Mazer are an excellent 1-2 punch here for Pattonsburg. And they're going to be a team to be reckoned with here when it comes to playoff time for Pattonsburg. Also, just went final. South Holt, 64. Stewartsville Osborne, 30. So final score there, South Holt defeats Stewartsville Osborne. And we're going to get that finalized here on the scoreboard as well. Again, the only last 4 games we have here without finals, Stanberry and Princeton. Last time we saw there, Princeton was trailing 63-48. St. Paul Lutheran in Sweet Springs was 43-28. Started the 4th quarter, no update for that one since. Bramer Keatsville, no official word on that one. And then LeBlanc at KC East Christian, no update there. Thank you guys for watching tonight. Devin Albertson signing off. We'll let you guys know what we're doing next week for our Game of the Week broadcast. But thank you guys so much for watching tonight. Devin Albertson saying goodbye on Missouri 8-Man Football Facebook Live.